Camera Ready here at NAB 2019. We're visiting our friends at Fujifilm, and we're talking to Thomas here about their latest offerings here for cinema. And we have two fabulous new pieces of glass, the Fujinon 80 to 250 and the 28 to 100. Thomas, you want to fill us in on what's up with these new lenses?
Yeah, we're really excited to introduce these two Premista line of lenses. The two lenses are a 28 to 100 and an 80 to 250. Both of them are a T29, covering large format, covering 46.3 image circle. The first lens, the wide lens, the 28 to 100, does not breathe. Just every lens breathes technically, so to say it doesn't have any breathing would be incorrect, but it is almost imperceptible. It is really small, and that was one of the things when we got the lens just 3 days ago. It's one of the first things we tested, and we were really blown away by how well it did not breathe. Both of them actually didn't breathe. The other thing is that the lens is a flat 2.9 on the wide. The wide lens is a flat 2.9. The second lens, the 80 to 250, is a 2.9 all the way to 200, and then it will gracefully roll down to a 3.5. From 200 to 250. The lens has the Cook/I and the Zeiss extended data, lens data communication that's going to go to the cameras, which I'm a believer that lens data is really going to take off here in the next few years.
So, mounts for the...
Yeah. Right now we're offering the lens with a PL mount. That's the gold standard for high-end work. It's not available in an EF mount, and currently it's not available in an LPL mount. We're taking feedback from the marketplace that they want it to be able to change to ARRI's new LPL mount. So we're looking for that feedback here at the show as to what the market wants. But you can adapt. The new ARRI Alexa Mini was just announced a couple weeks ago, and they've already sold a tremendous number. The number of cameras out there that's going to have an LPL mount in the universe has just increased. So we're just listening to the market.
Yeah, it's a nice full frame camera. I guess they'll be coming out with another version next year that does Super 35. So.
Yeah, no, that was reassuring to people that Super 35 is here to stay. It's not going away. There's a big universe of Super 35 lenses, and the fact that Aeroflex is going to make another camera for Super 35, it's the right size imager for shooting a lot of work and having enough depth of field.
What is Fuji's thought on the whole craze for full frame the last couple of years? Do they really think it's going to really take off and maybe supersede or 35?
I mean, yeah. I don't think it's just going to be another choice, another tool for cinematographers, much like in still photography. People shot medium format still photography, and they also shot 35 millimeter photography.
Right.
And so portrait photographers, pretty much every portrait photographer had a larger size imager, medium format or 8x10, because it makes the faces look very pleasing. So going to a larger size imager is going to create a different depth to a shot. And the cinematographers that I've talked to, I just saw Theo Van de Sant. We did our open house at the ASC on Thursday, and he said, I just shot a movie in large format. And he goes, I'm not going back. He goes, I loved it. Wow. Just the look of it. The actresses loved it.
That's powerful.
So it's not going to be the solution for everything. Again, I use my portrait photographer, still photographer. They're going to use a medium format camera. And Fujifilm's, your question was, what's Fujifilm's feeling on it? Well, obviously we built lenses for it, and we're going to be building more lenses in the future. But on the still side of our family, they're going to be releasing a new GFX camera, and they have publicly said the GFX 100, and that's medium format.
That'll be a Fuji camera.
Yes, they actually have it under glass over there. So,
and when do you expect the delivery date on the new?
The new Premistas? That's a good question. I should have had that. This is the first time I'm doing one of these spiels at NAB.
Camera is the first to tell you about it.
The 28 to 100 is going to be available this summer. It really means August. And then the second lens will be out before the end of the year. No, they're full frame, large format. We're using the term large format. You know, I'll switch back and forth. Sometimes I'll actually say large frame. You know, mix the two. But large format. Large format is the term that we're using.
You can shoot both.
Yeah, you can still take this to PL mount and it will mount onto your Super 35 camera. Mm-hmm. But as a rental house, you have lenses that that do this. They're gonna do, they can work on Super 35, but I think people are gonna use them 95% of the time on, a full frame, large format camera.
And how much do you have a guesstimate what the price point is going to be on these two lenses?
I have more than a guesstimate. The wide lens, the 28 to 100, is going to be $38,800, and then the longer lens is going to be $39,800.
Okay. Sounds reasonable. So yeah, that's it for the Premistas.
The other thing I just want to add that people a lot of times think of Fujifilm and Fujinon in particular. They think of us as a video lens company because Fujinon and Canon made so many lenses for the news world.
And stuff.
And I want to remind people that we're Fujifilm. We've been making film products since 1934. This is our 85th year of being in the motion picture business. We don't make as much motion picture film as we used to. We still do make film. But those experts, those color scientists that help us make film for so many years, we've re-employed them to help us make great X series and GFX cameras, help us make great lenses, understanding what filmmaking is about. We've taken those resources and reused them. And we are very much a film-based company.
So Fuji's still making film then?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think, to be honest, I think it's some black and white film, but we don't make motion picture. You can't order Eterna, color negative stock, that. We stopped making that, but they still do make film products.
It's awesome.
Okay. Yeah.
All day. If I just opened it? No, you have to open the indoors.